The Senate will come to order. Senator Murphy.
Good morning, Mr. President. I impose a call of the Senate.
The Senate is now under call. Senator Murphy.
Mr. President, I move that further proceedings under the roll call be dispensed with and that the Sergeant at Arms be instructed to bring in the absent members.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, if you be so kind as to stand. In the Senate tradition, we always start with prayer, and today's chaplain is Reverend Richard Buller. He's retired. He's from the Valley Community Presbyterian Church in Golden Valley. Members, following the prayer, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Loving God, on this bitterly cold February morning, we give you thanks for this opportunity to lift up this body, these senators from our great state of Minnesota. Today we celebrate President's Day, oh God, a national holiday, and we are honoring our first president's birthday, George Washington. He was the original American yardstick for measuring greatness, and we thank you for his wisdom, and we thank you for his leadership, and we thank you for his love of this country. As these 67 elected officials make their decisions today, give them wisdom, oh God. Give them their leadership skills. Give them the love not only of this country, but of this state. Remind them, oh God, how many of your people depend upon their wisdom to make their lives brighter and their hopes visible. As always, loving God, may civility be a part of this body. And may these leaders continue to follow the rule of law, as well as the golden rule that we find in all the religions of this world, to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. May this chamber be a source of hope and assistance to your people. May this chamber create a new sense of peace and justice for all citizens of Minnesota. And loving Creator, may this chamber today serve your people with energy and intelligence and imagination and love. In this we ask your continued help, for this is our prayer this morning. Amen.
Thank you, members. The secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Barr, Bolden, Carlson, Champion, Clark, Coleman, Swadzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Drazkowski, Duckworth, Eichhorn, Farnsworth, Fateh, Frentz, Green, Grunhagen, Gustafson, Hofschild, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Jasinski, Johnson, Johnson Stewart, Klein, Curran, Kroon, Kunish, Kupik, Lang, Latz, Liskey, Limmer, Lucero, Mann, Marty, Matthews, Quaid, McEwen, Miller, Mitchell, Mohammed, Murphy, Nelson, Umu Verbaten, Pappas, Pa, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rasmussen, Rest, Seeberger, Utke, Weber, Wiesenberg, Westland, Westrom, Wickland, Zhang.
Members, a quorum is present. Members, if you want to follow along, I'm looking at the Senate agenda dated Monday, February 17, 2025. We will begin with the second order of business, executive and official communications. The following communications were received and referred as indicated. Members, will now proceed to the fifth order of business, report of committees. Senator Murphy for a motion to adopt the committee reports.
Mr. President, I move the committee reports printed in the agenda be adopted.
On that motion, the committee reports. All in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, we will now proceed to the eighth order of business, which is introduction and first reading of Senate bills. The bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated with the following changes. Members, if you go to page 5, you'll see Senate File number 1461, which is referred to the Committee on Education Finance. Also, if you stay on that same page and go to Senate File number 1462, that bill has been referred to the Committee on Education Policy. Members, if you go to page number 8, you will see Senate File number 1489, and that bill has been referred to the Committee on Education Policy. As I mentioned, members, the bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. Members, will now proceed to the ninth order of business, which is motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motion as one motion. All in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, there will be an individual consideration here. I'm calling on Senator Fateh.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that SF 1268 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Government and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention.
And Senator Fateh, is this your bill? Did you talk to both chairs?
Yes, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Fateh. Senator Fateh moves that Senate File number 1268 be withdrawn from the Committee on State and Local Governments and re-referred to the Committee on Housing and Homelessness Prevention. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Members, we will now proceed to the 13th order of business, announcements of Senate interest. And without objection, the following senators will be excused from today's session: Senator McEwen, Senator Miller, and Senator Dornick. Any other announcements of Senate interest? Any other announcements of Senate interest? Seeing none, Senator Murphy for a motion. Senator Port.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President and members, tomorrow we will mark 1 year since Burnsville lost 3 heroes. On February 18th, 2024, Burnsville police officers Paul Elmstrad and Matthew Ruge and Burnsville firefighter Adam Finseth were fatally shot in the line of duty while responding to a domestic violence call. We also hold Sergeant Adam Medicott, who was injured in the shooting, in our thoughts on this painful anniversary. First responders choose their line of work knowing that every day they walk into the unknown. Every day they might save a life or lose their own. Officer Elmstrad, Officer Ruge, and firefighter Finseth knew the risk of their calling. They chose their path anyway to put their lives on the line in the service of their community, their friends, neighbors, and strangers alike. I hold their families, friends, and colleagues in my heart. Grief makes time pass differently. A year can feel like a lifetime or the blink of an eye. I hope that they have found the support and compassion as they mourn their loved ones. Officer Elmstrad, Officer Ruge, and firefighter Finseth made their lives a testament to the strength, bravery, and compassion of our law enforcement and first responders. As our community moves forward together, we will not let their memories fade. We will honor them by following their example and living our lives with the courage, kindness, and selflessness they taught. And Mr. President, I'd like to pass it to my other colleague from Burnsville, Senator Carlson.
Senator Carlson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And thank you, Senator Port. Members, to protect and serve. That's what they swore to do. That's what they did. Protect and serve. In honor of these three people, I want to ask you, in your silence, to say in your mind their names. Say their names. Officer Paul Elmstrad, Officer Matthew Ruge, and firefighter Adam Finseth. Say their names. I'd like to echo Senator Port's comments for these three public service servants, and also the public servant who was wounded, Sergeant Adam Medicott, whose life was forever altered by that day. He, like others, served with unwavering commitment to our community, and his courage in the face of adversity deserves our utmost respect and support. The pain of this anniversary is something we each carry in our own way, but we share a common desire for healing. As a community, it's essential that we come together, neighbors, friends, and strangers alike, supporting one another as we work toward a future where we honor the sacrifice, service, and selflessness of those that we lost. To protect and serve, this is what they have as their motivation. But you know what? To protect and serve is our motivation. It is our responsibility to help these public servants do their job without the threat of dying while they do it. In recognition for their service and sacrifice, the City of Burnsville has declared tomorrow, February 18th, Public Safety Memorial Day. It's a day to honor the lives of Officers Elmstrad, Ruge, and firefighter Finseth. I encourage you all to visit Burnsville City Hall, where we can gather to remember, reflect, and honor those that we lost. Meanwhile, I'd like you again to say their names: Officer Elmstrad, Officer Ruge, and firefighter Finseth. They are the ones that we need to protect and serve as well as they protect and serve us. Thank you.
Any other announcements of Senate interest? Senator Kunis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow evening is the Minnesota Chippewa Tribe dinner. It's an annual reception that honors official and legislators. And if you have never gone to this, the food is absolutely incredible, as well as the company that you will find there. It is at the Intercontinental St. Paul Riverside, and it begins at 5 o'clock. The buffet will begin at 6:30, and we hope and invite you all to join us there. Thank you.
Any other announcements of Senate interest? Any announcements of Senate interest? Seeing none, Senator Murphy.
Mr. President, I move the Senate do now adjourn until Thursday, February 20th at 11 a.m.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails and the Senate is now adjourned.